On Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, a dramatic encounter unfolded in the Gidua district area of Abuja involving the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, and a naval officer, Lieutenant A.M. Yerima, also spelled Yerima in some reports. The matter relates to a contested land parcel, Plot 1946, a green area/buffer zone in Gidua, which the FCT administration claims is not approved for development, and which is said to have been allocated to, or otherwise held by, a retired naval chief of staff. Wike went to the site accompanied by officials and attempted to assert control, but was blocked by soldiers/naval personnel led by Lieutenant Yerima, prompting a heated public exchange. According to media accounts, when the minister's team attempted access, Lieutenant Yerima, in uniform, informed Wike that the land acquisition was lawful and that he was acting on orders. Wike allegedly told Yerima, "You are a very big fool. As at the time I graduated, you were still in primary school." Lieutenant Yerima responded calmly, "I am not a fool, sir. I am a commissioned officer. I am acting on orders." Wike's security detail and the uniformed personnel pushed back, with Wike shouting orders. The naval officer stood his ground. The incident drew media attention and comment from veteran associations. Several angles explain why many commentators believe Minister Wike was publicly embarrassed. Loss of composure and decorum. A minister is expected to conduct himself with dignity in public. Using insults, "big fool," against a uniformed officer undermines that expectation. Optics of being contradicted publicly. Wike, nominally the political authority over the FCT, was confronted by a junior military officer and did not defuse the situation. Instead, he appeared reactive. Undercuts authority. By being held up, questioned, and effectively stymied on a high-profile land transaction, Wike's authority over his jurisdiction appeared weakened. Military and veteran backlash. The coalition of military veterans publicly condemned Wike's conduct as disgraceful and unbecoming of a public office holder. Broader implications. Land governance and accountability. The episode underscores questions around how land in Abuja is allocated, revoked, and developed. A report claims Wike's administration revoked some 30 hectares originally allocated to military personnel, reallocating it to associates, raising due process concerns. Civil-military relations. The presence of uniformed personnel standing in for land control duties rather than strictly military operations raised eyebrows. The public spectacle between a minister and uniformed officer drew critical commentary about chain of command and institutional roles. Image of governance. For the FCT administration and Wike personally, the incident may diminish his perceived control and effectiveness. In politics, perception matters as much as reality. What happens next? The veterans group warned that should the officer be punished for standing his ground, they would occupy the office and residence of the FCT minister. Legal practitioners suggest Wike should have pursued the matter via proper channels, court or administrative review, rather than mobilization of armed personnel. Public commentary is likely to focus on Wike's temperament, the legality of the land issue, and the broader implications for land adjudication in the FCT. While disgraced is a strong term, the facts, public confrontation, heated insults, a minister being checked by a junior officer, lend weight to the view that the incident tarnished Wike's public image. Whether it amounts to a lasting blow depends on how the follow-up plays out. Institutional response, legal resolution, public messaging. For now, the video and narrative of Wike being challenged strongly in his territory have already spread widely.